Hi guys, welcome back to my random thoughts session. Um, I would like to share some of my thoughts during this session. There is a disclaimer. This is uh, this is just an intellectual discussion. There is no intention to hurt any religion or any believers. Okay, we'll start. Um, for me, the embodiment of love is Jesus Christ. Actually, this is introduced to me by one of my best friend long ago, while I was like 15, 16 years old. Um, so uh, when I thought about love, uh, it is so pure, and uh, it's it's a dissolving, and you know it's a kind, and it is unconditional for me. And and the source of this realization is Jesus Christ for me. So when I thought about this um, aspects of the unconditional love, which the action of Jesus, which prove this unconditional love, is that Jesus knew that his favorite disciple, uh, one of the 12 apostles, Judas, is going to betray him to the authorities, um, disclose who is Jesus to the authorities the very next day. And Jesus know that he is going to do it, and he knew that that is the end of his life. He's going to face the death, um, and he's going to face the punishment. And obviously we can believe that he knew what is going to happen. He'll be crucified, and um, so um, his intuition, he was so intuitive. And so here I would like to share two perspectives. One, um, so Jesus made the statement, or declaration, that one of his apostles is going to betray him the next day. So he did this during the so-called uh, Last Supper. So the 12 apostles were there, the 12 disciples were there, and I was thinking, why any of his disciples, the 12 disciples, didn't uh, understand Jesus, you know, and and didn't take any action to protect him. Why it didn't happen? When he said that, all were, what were there in their minds? No one, no. So if any one of them were sincere and loyal to Jesus, why that one didn't take any step to protect Jesus? Why that didn't happen? I believe that if I have a best friend, and if I don't know about others, but if I am a best friend of someone, or I am one of that apostles, obviously what I was thinking, my thought process went in this way: what I will do. So I will definitely try to figure out what Jesus is saying, and I'll try to do whatever I can to protect him. So that didn't happen there. Why? So any of the disciples were competent enough to understand Jesus Christ. If that happened, then the history would be different. That's one of my perspective. And the other perspective, why I have very good impression on Jesus, that I believe he's a realized person. Because when in a common man's perspective, we would say he is fearless, that he knew that he is going to die, he's going to be crucified soon, but still he was calm and he predicted who is going to do it. And he was peaceful and calm, and that charm was always there on his face. So from this we can see that um, he he's a person, um, he know what is death, and uh, he was ready to embrace it. Being a spiritual person, and I follow Indian philosophy, and for the basis of Indian philosophy is negation, you know. From my point of realization, I can see that for a common person, the ego is the center. But for a spiritual aspirant, we have to break that point of ego, and we have to cross that barrier and go ahead with the questions: why is this, why is that, and reach that point where all questions stops, the way of negation. So I can see that Jesus is a realized person, and he knew that this ego, this me, is not the end, but the self is limitless. So that knowledge, that realization he had, that helped him to be fearless and to embrace the death, which he knew that is not the end. So these are the two perspectives I realized, and I love Jesus, and I love him for uh, my role model for um, unconditional love. Thanks for listening. Um, Thank you so much.